Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is In the Rough TTV. It should be Diamond in the Rough TV, but when I first made it a long time ago, I put In the Rough TTV because I think In the Rough TV was taken, or I just misspelled it. Welcome back. So, I'm reading a book called The Garden Within. It's by Dr. Anita Phillips. And when I say reading, I mean listening to it on Audible. I feel like that's not really reading. Yes, I'm hearing the stuff and I'm like learning it. I'm not really reading it though, because I'm not actually looking at the words on the page. That's reading, right? Anyways, I'm listening to a book on Audible by Dr. Anita Phillips called The Garden Within, like I said. And I recently found her a little bit sometime last year. She kept popping up on my feed and I kept seeing little stuff that she was doing with, different people, different channels and stuff. And then I saw her do a sermon at Transformation Church. And yeah, I saw clips from it first, like on TikTok, and I was like, this is interesting. I saw her do like the little picture of the neuron and then the picture of a seedling, and it really connected with me because I am the creator and owner of Flouwers, F-L-O-U-W-E-R-S. This is something that I feel like God has given me. So let's go all the way back to make this all connect. I am a pastry chef. I want to say by trade. Is that what people say? I'm a pastry chef by trade. Who am I? Anyways, but yeah, that's what I do. I'm a pastry chef. I do other stuff, of course, right? Like I have hobbies and stuff, but like my career field is like pastry chef / baker. And I have been trying to figure out what it is that I should be doing, what it is like what brand and what is my purpose while I'm doing the baking and all that kind of stuff too, right? And I feel like over the past 3-ish, maybe 4 years, God has been giving me little things. And the first was the name Flouwers. I remember I was like workshopping and I had all different types of spellings and different types of whatever. And F-L-O-U-R-S, which is flowers. It's a lot of people use that name obviously for bakeries because of flour, right? But I feel like God has combined like my passions all together, a lot of them, because with Flouwers it's not only baked goods and stuff like cakes and cookies and stuff. I'm not even gonna be doing cakes and cookies. I'm just not gonna say what I'm gonna be doing until I start doing it, because yeah. I wish I would stop saying I feel like God has combined a lot of my passions together under this brand name Flouwers, which t-shirt design, graphic design, videos, recording, podcasts, cooking, baking, restaurants, clothing, what else? Basically just a lot of stuff that I feel like God has graced me for with this business. A lot of my passions, a lot of things that creative things that I really enjoyed doing, but I never really took seriously because I felt like I had to pick one specific thing, and I picked baking. I feel like they're all coming together in this brand, which I'm really, really excited about, and I'm working on it. But yeah, back to Dr. Anita Phillips. It really connected me because of the name Flouwers, obviously, and I just started it. It's like a 7+ hour long book, and I've only got through maybe like I think it's less than an hour that I've gotten through, but I am really enjoying it, and it's really opening my mind. Her sermon that she did at Transformation Church really did, like, it opened my mind so much. I was really like kind of blown away, because I feel like God has given me piece after piece after piece to make it make sense. And I was like, how is Flouwers and what I'm doing, how is baking, like, what is it even important? Does God even care about baking? Does God even care about like culinary people or chefs? Because it don't really seem like you're helping. And I really had a long time where I didn't want to bake anymore, and I was trying to find other careers. Like I even got my real estate license, which I thought would be hard, and it was not hard for me specifically. Maybe it's hard, people have different types of learning abilities and blah blah. The way I did it was really easy for me, which I thought would be harder, and I thought it would take me like some years to do, and it didn't. I got it done within 3 months. I took the course and I passed the test the first time. Not bragging, literally saying like that kind of wasted a lot of time that I thought it would take, and it didn't really take anything. So I really ended up coming back to baking. And so I have been struggling to figure out like how does this fit into the kingdom purpose? Yes, I make sweet treats and everybody, but I don't want to give people diabetes. That's first and foremost. I don't want people to eat the food I make, and then, you know, I don't want to make people unhealthy, which I know eating one donut or one cookie is not going to make you unhealthy, but people, I know and I recognize, even within myself, people don't have a real strong hold of discipline sometimes, and self-control, and, you know, doing things in a way that is, you know, caring about their health. You know, people binge. I have had like trouble with binge eating, and not even like, I mean like younger, when I was younger, I had trouble with binge eating, where you buy a box of donuts and you want to taste all of them, so you take a bite of every one, and then before you know it, they're all gone. I feel like I'm thinking of the Nutty Professor right now. But yeah, so I've been really trying to figure out how can I use this for the kingdom? How can I use this for God's glory? And yes, it's something about being a pastry chef and putting together a really like intricate dessert with different this and blah blah, and I really love giving people that experience. I really love when people eat my food and they like, oh, this reminds me of when my grandma made this, or this reminds me back home when this, or this reminds me of this, or my childhood, or, you know, whatever it is. And I really 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 enjoy that, but I wanted it to be more. I wanted to do more, and I feel like through reading this book, listening to this book, I am hoping to be able to put the pieces together. And I know the book is not about cooking or pastry chef stuff, it's about other stuff, but I feel like it's helping me to explore more things, because she said that her mom, she said that she was trying to answer a question that her mom had asked, and that she felt like once she took this class, a neuroscience class, I think neuro something class, that she felt like God was going to give her an answer to that question that she was going to finally be able to give to her mom. And she connected the garden in your heart, the garden in your body, the garden in your mind, to actual plants, like a real garden and growing. And I feel like I'm connecting those things with flowers, because flowers, like I said, is not only baking and pastries and stuff, which that's what I'm really excited about, because I like to eat. I love sweets. I love culinary arts as a whole. I really love people putting together, and it may seem really simple when you're just like, well, it's just spaghetti, but the time it takes to make that sauce, and to roast the tomatoes, and to, you know, caramelize the onions and blend it. I don't make spaghetti sauce. I know how, but I'm saying for all the people who make spaghetti sauce, I know maybe this ain't what you put in yours, but I'm saying like it takes time, and the herbs, and people really put so much care and, you know, time and patience and emotions behind, you know, putting together this perfect meal. And I really want to figure out how I could connect that to the gospel. And yeah, so flowers is also, like I said, graphic design and all the other passions that I have connected, but it's also about giving people a means to, I'm gonna start